How's it going, everyone? I'm SirJames coming at you guys with another custom lightsaber review. This time we're going to be taking a look at a saber that is based on concept art for Jedi Fallen Order, nicknamed Boone Kestis. Yes, I know, an interesting name nonetheless, but I'll even have an image on screen so you guys can see what I am talking about. So when I found out that someone had constructed the saber, it piqued my interest, and I figured, you know what? I'm interested in checking it out, and I'm pretty sure you guys are too, and might be looking at it yourself. Now, I did acquire this saber courtesy of ArtSabers. As far as the manufacturer is going to be TXQ. Hopefully I got that correctly this time. Is the actual manufacturer of the Hilt, but again, it was purchased through ArtSabers. And what I have here to showcase today. So let me go ahead and give you guys a closer look at the Hilt while I'm minding my step, not to hit the dogs here. So in terms of the Hilt, it does come pre-weathered, if you guys were curious, in terms of all the markings and scratches and stuff like that. That's how it came, which is fitting for it. It does also come with the string. And the bandage thing that I have on here that's all frayed up was also provided. In the very end. In terms of assembly, do keep in mind that you will have to put the wrapping and the string on yourself. And of course, as far as the blade retention screw, it's going to be located right down here that you need to add, which is applied in the box with plenty of extras. And as far as button setups, it is a 2-button activation. You have your main button located right here, and your secondary button right down below. Along with this, you also get a few extra items. First off, the saber did come in this nice box here with a few other items as well. It also did include a lightsaber blade. You have some white gloves, a lightsaber display stand, which you've guys seen this in the past. Plenty of retention screws and all the tools that you need. You also got a ArtSabers, not ArtSabers, you got a plaque. I was getting my companies mixed up here. That says Fallen Order Boone Kestis with the logo of the company that you purchased from for ArtSabers. So pretty cool. I like the fact that it's got the Fallen Order in terms of the game and the name of the Hilt. Though I thought it was kind of weird that the actual name of the Hilt is a little bit more of a smaller print. I felt like these should have been a little bit swapped around, but that's about it, really. And like I said, you also get strings, so you can go ahead and do all the wrappings and stuff that you need to. It did take me a few attempts to try to get it just right, because when I was doing the wrapping, I wanted some areas to be a little bit exposed underneath, just to try to match the concept art as best as I could. I'm not really one to wrap sabers myself. I usually like just pay other people to do it, but I think I did a pretty good job trying to match it as best as I can. Now, in terms of accessing the internals, you do unscrew it from this whole base section. Actually comes apart over by this midsection here. Or not midsection, but this upper section. There you go. Right here. It all unscrews right there. Because once you take it all apart, you are going to have your removable chassis. The chassis can disconnect from the hilts. And this is a Profi setup, by the way. In terms of the Profi board is easy to access. I feel like it'll be a little bit better if you have like a an N-shaped connector to fit right in there. But if you have a non-one and you're just connecting it like normal, just be careful when pulling out that cable to not tear that red or yellow cable right there. It also has a removable battery in the back, which does feature a USB-C charging port. And you have the connector right here that plugs right back into here. So a pretty easy to use setup, very Profi friendly. So again, if you're familiar with your Profi boards, then you're good to go. Putting it back in, you just need to angle, put the piece in, hold this upright, and then go ahead and just screw everything back on. and then you will be good to go. So if I did everything...
Anakin.
Oop, I didn't mean to go that one.
General Kenobi. Tell me, is this training? My training? No.
Okay.
Always training. The universe is.
Accidentally pressed the button. I'm just going to quickly cycle through the fonts to get back to the one that we need to be.
I am told it.
There we go. Now we're back where we're supposed to be. Apologies about that. Sometimes mistakes happen. And sometimes I like to leave them. But anywho, overall in terms of the look and feel of the saber, one, I think it looks great. I always like seeing like different sabers. You know, you have your normal stuff that we've seen in the films, but I like some of that extra stuff, the little extra flair that, you know, sometimes you don't know if it'll ever make it into a production line somewhere, like the lightsabers that you've seen from Star Wars Visions, concept art sabers as well, or just other kind of unique ones, one-offs that are just like individually made. It's always cool to see different variations. As far as the weathering on this, like I said, the weathering is pretty simple, just like a lot of scratch-offs area and whatnot. You can probably add more to the weathering just to make it even more enhanced. Like, for example, once you're done with the wrappings here and you're happy with it, just simply dirtying up this cloth here can add a lot more value in terms of its overall appearance and just other aspects. Maybe you want to do a little bit more chipping, maybe you want to nick some areas and things like that. So you technically have a lot of fun with the customization of the saber, in my opinion. But let's go ahead and insert a blade. If you are curious, it is going to be using the 1-inch blade size. And we're going to go ahead and take our hex key here. At least I think it's called the hex key. I just keep calling it the tool. Obviously, I'm not a big tool guy. I believe the hex key is the proper name. Make sure that's... There we go. Had to make sure that it was in all the way. So let's go ahead and turn off this main light. Now, I do want to go outside and do outside shots, but unfortunately I had recently obtained a back injury and I kind of have to take it a little bit easy, so I can't really go too crazy as far as swingings go. So I do apologize ahead of time, but I did promise you guys a review this week. So it does have, of course, in terms of everything that I'm showcasing, everything was pre-installed, meaning that I didn't do anything. I didn't add anything to this. If you guys recall my dark saber review, as far as all those fonts, those are all present in this one as well. And I thought this would be kind of a nice way to showcase those once again, because instead of a dark saber blade, we have a normal blade at this time around. So like I said, we have twist activation, or you can go ahead and by pressing the button. Definitely feels good in the hand. Like I said, if you do a good job with the wrapping, then it's not going to be an issue whatsoever. If you did a bad job with the wrapping, then you might find bits and pieces coming loose after you use it for a bit of time.
Anakin.
The one part I do find weird while swinging this is the extra bits of string that you have hanging around here. Now, I didn't leave mine extra long or anything like that. I cut it to a point where I feel like it's just lengthy enough. Let's see.
General Kenobi.
And of course, you also have your color changing options. And if you're wondering how do you change the color, when this is activated, you are going to press down on this button first and then hit the top. Obviously, depending on the saber font, you're going to have something different. Obviously, since this is the General Grievous font, you have the droid that goes uh-oh indicating, and then once you find a color you want, press the main button once again. So like this. down, up.
Uh-oh.
Find a color that you want. Let's see. Do that one. And right here. And now we are good to go. This is kind of a greenish yellow, as you might be able to see from there. Oop. Lost my balance there.
Kenobi.
Never get tired of that one.
I can see him in my mind's eye.
I'm actually doing a pretty good job not hitting anything yet, though I'll probably just jinxed myself. On the classic side, when Luke was training in the original. And if I recall, I believe these also have the music track. There we go. I was panicking there. I was trying to get the music to stop because copyright. So you do have the music track. If you need to activate the music track, when the saber is off, hold down the main button for a couple seconds and then let go. The music will play. The music can play while the saber is ignited, but if you don't want that to happen while the saber is still turned off, hold down the button for a couple seconds, let go, and the music will stop playing. Let's see. Let's see.
I suggest you try it again, Luke.
There we go.
This time, let go your conscious self.
Cool.
Act on instinct.
Now, in terms of the force fonts or quotes, when the saber is on, holding the main activation button and then doing a twist will initiate that as well. Ooh.
Tell me, is this training? My training? No. Always training, the universe is. The Force, guide your weapon. Good. I'm trying, Master Yoda. The Force, guide your weapon. Good. I'm trying, Master Yoda. Whatever happens, you're not alone.
Now, of course, if you don't like the quotes and stuff like that, then you don't have to listen to them. I feel like the red color on this hilt probably looks a little bit cooler, in my opinion. It seems a little bit more fitting.
Let me help you to know the subtleties of the Force. Once more, the Sith rule the galaxy.
That one was... No, that one's not the Highlander. One of them's the Highlander you guys told me about, which I didn't even know what the Highlander was. I never even heard of it.
Dark Sith Red.
Ooh. That caught me off guard. This D-ring here is on the larger side. I swung it over and it just kind of clipped me there on the shoulder there. Oh man, that gave me a little mini heart attack.
Never lose your temper.
Yeah.
If your head comes away from your neck.
That one was the Highlander one. That one was one of my favorite ones there. Never get tired of that one also. And let's go ahead and go to a dark saber one.
What is this? Team 6 smooth. Luke Skywalker. I am told it is the dark saber.
Well, this one's not the dark saber, it's the Boone Kestis. But I never get tired of the dark saber font. But as far as
I'd put that on ice if I were you.
no thanks. But as far as this goes, honestly, you could easily two-hand the saber. There's plenty of room to have both of your hands gripped onto the hilt. Just fine for a little bit more control. And you could also easily one-hand it as well. Whether or not one-handed is the preferred method, I don't really know. I just feel like this is more meant for two-handed than anything. So definitely has a nice comfort zone to it. But other than that, like I said, the saber feels great in the hand. Sometimes you might find that your wrappings might slide down a little bit. Mine slid down just slightly, but not too much of an issue. But other than that, I think it's a really cool lightsaber. And let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Now, I do have another saber from the same company, ArtSabers. Also a TXQ brand as well. And that is going to be for, obviously same theme here, Jedi Fallen Order, or in this case, Jedi Survivor. And that is going to be the repaired version of the Cal Kestis Japal saber that we have right here, which I hope you guys look forward to that one as well. I also have some 89 saber variations and so many more coming to you guys. But let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section down below. It's great. I like it. I think you guys will like it too. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next lightsaber review. And always remember, may the Force be with you.